Chosen one, you feel spiritually drained? So you need to understand. Have you ever walked into a room and felt your entire energy shift like the air just got heavier? You're not imagining things. You're not being dramatic. You're spiritually gifted. And what you're feeling is real. You may have already left a meeting emotionally overwhelmed, exhausted, or like you needed to recharge your soul. This message is your confirmation. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are not meant to shrink. You're a chosen one. And your energy doesn't just feel the world, it transforms it. We're going to uncover how you feel spiritually drained around others, and why that's actually a sign of your divine calling. Chosen one, have you ever felt spiritually drained, overwhelmed, or even suffocated after being around too many people? You are not fragile. You are not too sensitive. And you are definitely not antisocial. This is your divine confirmation. Because what you're experiencing is much deeper than you realize. You may have wondered why no matter how much you try to fit in, your energy feels disconnected in crowded spaces. But because your energy is so powerful, it doesn't align with the masses. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal, what if the reason you feel overwhelmed in crowds isn't because something is wrong with you? Will change everything you thought you knew about your spiritual journey. Chosen one, what if I told you that your sensitivity, your ability to feel so deeply, is not a flaw, but a divine gift? But listen, this isn't a curse. It's part of your divine purpose. You're not being drained. You're being upgraded. You're not breaking down. You're being spiritually recalibrated. Your body is reading frequencies. Your mind hasn't even processed yet. Let's uncover the real reason behind your exhaustion. Empaths aren't just sensitive, they're soul readers. They're mirrors, and mirrors reflect truth. Something most people spend their lives avoiding. That's why you feel drained after being around others. Not because you lack strength, but because you're constantly transmuting energy. Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt anxious, even when no one said a word? That's not just intuition. That's spiritual intelligence. When you enter a space, the vibration shifts. Not because you're judging anyone, but because your presence awakens what's been buried. People will either be drawn to you or feel threatened by you. They will admire you or misunderstand you. But hear me. This isn't about you personally. It's about energy. And that's why the Most High has pulled you away from certain environments, from certain relationships, from entire communities. Your isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's divine protection over your vibration. And here's the truth. This isn't a weakness. It's one of your greatest spiritual powers. Let's talk about how your sensitivity is actually your spiritual shield. Let's reflect for a moment. Chosen ones are not called to fit in. You're called to stand apart. And to stand apart, you must first be set aside. Before elevation, there is always separation. Moses needed the wilderness. Elijah needed the cave. Even Jesus stepped away from the crowd to seek divine clarity. So if you're in a season where solitude has become your only sanctuary, understand this. God is hiding you in plain sight. He's removing distractions so your gifts can sharpen. He's silencing the noise so you can hear His voice. He's clearing the crowd so you can see your calling. You can't carry the world and hear heaven at the same time. But how do you protect your energy without isolating completely? Let's go deeper into how solitude is actually a spiritual gift that aligns you with your higher purpose. It's easy to confuse solitude with loneliness, but they're not the same. Loneliness is the ache of disconnection. Solitude is the power of alignment. When walking alone during awakening, feelings of sadness may arise. You may feel confused, but this is not spiritual abandonment. This is refinement. In the silence, your soul learns discernment. In the quiet, your spirit remembers the truth. This sacred time apart is how you become unshakable. So when you feel like retreating, remember, this isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Let's move into how your presence affects the unseen. Have you noticed people shift around you? Some feel threatened by your peace. Others try to dim your light through subtle criticism. Why? Because your vibration reveals their misalignment. You're not judging them, but your presence reflects the truth they're avoiding. Your eyes see too much. Your silence speaks too loudly. Your spirit vibrates at a frequency that shakes anything false. And that's why they call you too much, too deep, too intense, too distant. But you are exactly what this world needs. Not in the crowd, but in the moments that matter. You are a divine interrupter of unconscious patterns. So if you felt that burden, it's time to realize you're not cursed, you're being called. Now let's talk about divine orchestration. The people you lost weren't removed out of cruelty. They were removed out of protection. When your energy rises, the universe reorders your circle. The Creator does not allow vibrational disharmony around a rising soul. Some people were meant to be in your past, not in your purpose. When you try to drag yesterday into your destiny, the friction becomes unbearable. That anxiety, that unease, that's your higher self screaming. They can't go where you're going. Now what is your soul truly being called to? Not popularity, but presence. Your clarity doesn't come from the crowd. Your mission demands that you feel what others suppress, that you hear what others ignore, that you know what others deny. To do that, you must become spiritually sovereign. Your alignment must become louder than approval. Your inner truth must outweigh outer noise. Because the world doesn't need more influencers. It needs more illuminators. And you, chosen one, are being prepared to lead. So let's talk about your sacred journey. As you begin to embrace this clarity, a deeper truth emerges. It hurts to disconnect, to outgrow places that once felt like home, to let go of people you still love. But this detachment is holy. Your energy is sacred. And in this season, God is teaching you to honor it. Not everyone deserves access to your light. Not every invitation deserves your presence. You're learning to walk away, not in bitterness, but in wisdom. So let's bring this full circle. If you felt different, if you felt distant, if you felt disconnected from this world, you are not falling apart. You are falling into alignment. You're not being left behind. You're being launched forward. You are not crazy. You are called. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. You are not weak. You are awakening to your strength. Chosen one, this is your confirmation. The reason you can't be around too many people is not a curse. It's your protection. It's your assignment. And it's time to honor that. Because soon, you won't just walk into environments and notice changes. You'll be the shift. Let them wonder why you're distant. Let them question why you withdrew. The truth is, you were never retreating. You were rising. If this message resonated with your soul, don't walk this journey alone. Share this with another chosen one who's ready to rise. Welcome to your transformation. You were born for this.